right? But wait a second. It's attached to that, right? It's piece and parts, the yin and yang. You know, you can't separate those things. So.
I don't know. It's hard. I can't just come up with that on the fly.
Yeah, it's a good one. There's a bunch on the website too. They have a bunch of ready-made ones that people like. I've heard maggots, tidal waves, the reaper. You know what I mean? Lots of different things. People turning into their parents. Have people come up with that as their destructive image.
Can you explain the tool again?
So, if you're gonna picture your addictive behavior as something or someone out to get you, how would you see it? You got one? Possibly? That you want to share? Anyone?
I don't know. Are we allowed to like use like? Are there any like topics we can't?
I mean,
I think they said something about not saying like addict or.
oh well, just don't I mean, you can use whatever language you want. We're not going to censor you, but we, discourage people from using and identifying themselves as addicts.
Gotcha.
We are people with addictive behavior problems.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
Sure.
So, amphetamines. Amphetamines are a drug that people use sometimes, and it keeps you awake. An example of that as a person, to personify that, it's a 3-year-old poking you every time you close your eyes, or putting ice down your shirt, or putting whipped cream on your face and tickling your nose, and waking you up every single time.
Making a mess for you to clean up too.
That's a good one.
Cool, good one. All right, thank you. So you get the idea, right? There's a lot of, like I said, some ready-made ones. Anyone else want to share one?
I'm not sure. Are we supposed to come up with so we're coming up with an example of someone.
So whenever those thoughts come up,
Is there like a specific thing to
like the
stick
devil,
to?
it could be the devil on your shoulder. You know what I mean?
I just picture before I started the drugs and then after I started the drugs, and it's like
Plain
comes up and gives you a list of this is what's going to happen, and wouldn't go for it then. I don't think so.
Right. Yeah, it's anything, whatever works, and it
I
can
got.
obviously
I think I got one.
morph and change. Yeah, sure.
Like a small dog trying to get on a couch and it keeps falling off, not making it to the top.
Yeah.
I picture that. Like myself, like going back to using if I want to be successful. Picture myself falling off that couch every single time.
Yeah, be a big dog if you want to sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is also what we're doing here is that we do a lot of brainstorming, right? Brainstorm, rehearsal. If we go into a situation or something's going to happen where there might be stuff to trigger us and stuff, we can rehearse those things as a group if anybody ever wants to rehearse anything. And rehearsal and something else there. It'll come to me. Oh, role play. I knew it was an R. Role play. So we would rehearse a situation and people could role play the different roles. Like I'm going to my mom's house and it could be this and that could be happening.
Oh, that's fun. We did that in a place I went last time.
Rehearsal you can also do in your head, like I'm going into this situation. What is it going to be like when I get there? What might happen, good or bad? You know what I mean? And how might I react to these things? And maybe is that a good idea to get into that place in the first place if you got to think about that, right? So some brainstorming there. Like, what's the most helpful idea you guys have ever heard of to overcome an addictive behavior? Anybody got any good ones?
Just to not, but if I had this great idea, I wouldn't be still working on finding a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Visi.
Huh?
Visi?
Vassy?
Vassy.
The Vassy, yeah, awesome. See, you been to a smart meeting before? That's another tool, huh? Monday, yeah, alright, cool. We got the Vassy, right? The Vassy is a great tool, very important to your recovery, and it actually, it should be right here. It should be on this list. Should be on your hierarchy of values. The Vassy is the vital, absorbing, creative interest. Right? It's kind of like a hobby or something. Kind of smart recovery is my Vassy. This is like my Vassy. Vital, absorbing, creative interest. It could be painting for somebody. It could be working out. It could be a bunch of different things. You can have multiple Vassies.
You should, shouldn't you?
And you definitely should. But you definitely need to have at least one. You gotta have at least one Vassy to carry you through and kind of give you the motivation, which is our first point, right? First point is building and maintaining motivation, because if you're not motivated, you don't have any reason, you're not going to change. You're not going to want to change. What's the point, right? So that helps us stay motivated. It makes us want to go to sleep at night to wake up to something the next day, right? Otherwise, you're just kind of wandering through life waiting for stuff to happen in no real direction. Like, what am I doing? I don't know what to do. I don't have nothing to do. So you find one Vassy and you hopefully build on that, find a few others. Great tool. I don't know how many of them we got up here, but we're really killing it. We can do the USA tool, is for unconditional self-acceptance, and then we'll try and wrap the meeting up, right? So in your mind, without telling us what it is, tell yourself what your biggest flaw is. And then tell us out loud what you think your life would be like if you did not have this flaw. So don't tell us the flaw itself, just tell us how your life would be different without it. Okay?
Give me a minute. We don't have to go in Rob Robin. Anybody else can.
Anyone
Anyone can go.
Everybody ready?
Happiness.
Happiness?
Mhm.
So be happy. Okay, thank you.
I'd be more successful.
More successful.
Yeah.
More serene.
More serene.
Other people would have better lives. No stress.
No stress. Right. Cool. Good stuff. Ran through the program pretty heavy. So thank you all for this discussion. There are several free ways to learn more about Smart Recovery. smartrecovery.org, right? You can attend more meetings, including online meetings, read the website, participate online in the chat room or on the message board, 24/7 international organization, nonprofit. You can purchase a handbook and do the whole entire program, $10 in the handbook. And there's other reading material as well for purchase. But everything is, all the reading material is PDF files as well, free. But you can pay, and that obviously helps keep the program going. We pass a hat for donations. Donations are greatly appreciated. With your contributions, we can reach everyone who needs to know about Smart Recovery. Because you can also think of SMART as save money at recovery training. I did not make that up. Smart Recovery needs more meetings. Another way to better, in my opinion, than money is promoting the program, talking about it, maybe telling people, hey, check this out, this is pretty cool, if you think that is what it is, and you gain something, and help us expand, right? As you know, it's my Vassy, so I really push it hard. Smart Recovery needs more meetings. You could also become a host or a trained facilitator. There's different trainings online, smartrecovery.org. The host training is free. There is a family and friends facilitation training and a Get Smart Faster facilitators training. That's 8 weeks. And that's couple $100, $100-something, might be able to get you a scholarship if someone's interested in hosting a meeting somewhere. Research suggests that the greatest benefit from smart recovery comes from leading meetings, right? So we strongly recommend you become a host or a facilitator. You'd be glad you did. Now it's time for a checkout. Tell us if you wish what was most meaningful to you in the meeting. You may wish to acknowledge the positive impact someone had on you or explain how you understand a smart recovery tool better.
I think that tool that you, this middle one here.
Image, we haven't really named it yet.
Yeah, this middle one really, you know, it's because it's definitely the opposite of my value, like my main value, and you know, I get that, you know, when in my addictive behavior, like when I'm using, you know, I lose my greatest value, and that's pretty it's pretty serious.
Yeah,
You know,
it really reinforces. It's not because it's kind of like, yeah, the HOV, yeah, it throws our HOV out the window, but when you only think of it like that, it's incomplete. The truth is, it destroys it by converting it into that, right?
Right.
The negative.
Right.
Nothing can be separated. There's always going to be something there, right?
So I've been to SMART before, but this is a lot that we did today, and I think that the part that kind of hit me the most is the I deserve it part, and then how you bring everything together, because you may think you deserve that, but this is, you know,
Right.
what comes with it, and you're right, you don't deserve that.
Nobody
Your
deserves that.
family doesn't, so
Yeah.
that's actually deserve that too.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Yeah.
Thank you.
Again, I mean, it's just, there's a way out if you think about it.
Mm.
I mean, there are a lot of different acronyms up there, and it all fits in together. Utilizing your tools, utilizing everything you can and need to get back to what you want.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I think so.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Two things. I learned a lot of the different tools today, what they are. S- 5 of them I've never seen before, and now I know they exist.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good handle for me in the future.
Excellent. Yes.
And just the connections between things like the HOV and the AD.
Right. I feel like it's so together.
The simplicity of the cognitive changes that are required in order to get it. You don't have to think too much to look at self-loathing and self-respect and choose which one you want.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Definitely ties it together very well. And, I feel like the idea is to push the program. If we could put the program in a pill, you know what I mean, that would be better. But if we can at least condense it to where people grasp so much more of it in a faster amount of time, then that's just that much more, jump they get on the game. So yeah, thank you very much. Awesome.
What exactly is the question again?
So what was most meaningful to you in the meeting? You may wish to acknowledge the positive impact someone had on you or explain how you understand this SMART tool better.
Okay, I just like the breakdown of, it's a little less oversimplistic in terms of like AA. You get deeper into, the wording and just find it, it's helpful for me to think this way a little more, concretely, objectively, and
Sure.
I don't really know much about all the tools and everything. I'm not new to Smart Recovery, but I just haven't, I haven't attended them really at all.
Sure. It's nothing, none of this is new. Even the president will tell you none of this is new. We're standing on the shoulders of giants. This is ancient philosophy in modern terms. Definitely. fully believe that this is just one of the most efficient ways of getting a real philosophy and finding your own philosophy that has been developed. In my opinion.
He's using tools that companies.
A lot of Stoic thought, a lot of Stoic, they got a lot of these things from the Stoics, the two categories. There's the what's up to us and what's not up to us in Stoic thought, right? There's some things that are up to us, and that's what we should be concerned about. And then there's some things that are not up to us, that when we're concerned about, it causes us all that angst as well, right? So that's kind of another tool with a rational belief type of thing. A little spin on that, right? But ancient stuff here, very well done, put together by some amazing people up at headquarters. We're going to shoot this video off to them and see what they think about it. I'm glad you guys all just showed up and agreed to this and allowed this to happen. I'm filling in for Chuck Novak tonight. He's at a sweat lodge. So thank you all for attending. Same time next week. Chuck will be here tomorrow at 5.
Thank you.
Thanks, John, for
Yep.
filming.